Glacier National Park. Wow. Well, good morning. Today I am headed for Glacier National Park and the Going to the Sun Road, which is a trip through the mountains and a very narrow road that winds through on the cliffside with excellent views. I'm really looking forward to it. I have done it, but many years ago, and I don't really remember it that well. Nowadays you need to book, so I've got a particular time of the day that I have to show up at the entrance, and then I get to ride through. So I'm all prepared, and off I go. Pretty much all of today's ride was a detour, but a good one. And so I headed up Flathead Lake on my way to the western side of Glacier National Park, where I took the Road to the Sun Highway. From there I circled around to the east gate and all the way back to the west gate again. But that's because I want to go to a certain place tomorrow, and so I headed down and camped for the night at Holland Lake.
Alright, we're in Glacier National Park. We just passed the Ranger's Booth, and it's bear country. So, here we go.
Well, apparently they're doing road construction this season, about 10 miles worth. And here they've put on some new tar, basically. I can feel the stuff coming up on the underbelly of my motorcycle, which isn't a great feeling.
So here we are, Glacier National Park, going to the Sun Road. Exciting!
Little rest stop at McDonald Falls. Beautiful sight along the way. It is so beautiful and peaceful out here, but the real treat will be when we ride up into the mountains. And this mountain here to the right, we'll be up riding somewhere along that. That's going to be quite the thrill. We're starting to climb. Here we go. The Going to the Sun Road was first started in 1910. And I like this feature here. You can see how they built in light so you don't have to light up the tunnel. It's a great idea. Anyway, the interesting thing when you think about it, most roads are designed to take you from point A to point B. This was one of the first roads in the United States that was designed just for cars to be able to take you places. So it didn't have a particular destination. This road was the destination. It was to get people out and to see nature. So it started in 1910, and it wasn't fully paved until the 1950s. So it was worked on for a fair period of time. Oh, look, there's one of the fancy cars you can take in the girls' thing. One of the key considerations during construction was to do as little damage as possible to the terrain. And they used as many natural resources as possible. So you can see the rock work here that kind of makes a guardrail is actually constructed from the debris, and they carved their way through the cliffside here. Oh, it's good to stop and really take in the views. The views here are absolutely spectacular, and a long way down. I hope the GoPro can really show the elevation here and the scenery. I know sometimes the GoPro kind of flattens everything out, but yeah. Awesome rugged mountains. I just love the Rocky Mountains. Some of these turns are so tight, big motorhomes are not allowed on this roadway.
Well, the funny is, it's a normal road in Italy.
Like a little river coming down. So beautiful. Finally get a period where there's no cars in front of me. The scale of everything here, everything's so big. You can only imagine what this must be like in winter. Heavy snow everywhere. You see the paths of the water. Views, views, everywhere views. It can actually be almost overwhelming. Couldn't have picked a better day to be out here. So you can see a little bit of snow there on the mountainside on the right. And this is right at the end of summer. One of the things that's great is I got the yearly National Parks Pass. It's a great deal because it's $80, whereas I think it's like $25 or $28 just to enter the park on a one-day deal. And since I'm going around the US on this trip, I'll be going to a lot of national parks. So I'm certainly going to get my money's worth on this trip. I really like the architecture here. You can see that they've created a bridge structure here over the natural rock and extended the road out just a little bit further. Yeah, we're basically just riding along the edge of the mountainside. Very cool. Oh, here's more tourist buses. Luckily they all go the other way because they seem to back up traffic quite a bit. Not only is it narrow roads and lots of scenery, but there's lots of tourists. And they walk out in front of you, so you always have to keep your eye on everything out here. Okay, we've reached the summit. This is Logan Pass. And from here we've reached the Continental Divide. And and I guess we'll be heading down now. So many great views out here. Waterfall on the side, tourists on the other. They actually do a great job with the pullouts. I don't use all of them. Oh, okie dokie. Maybe look behind you before you back out onto the road. Because that other guy was parked not in the sort of regular parking area and blocking him. He really should have had someone come out and make sure it was safe. I'm looking down at St. Mary Lake at a viewpoint that's so famous it has a name. It's called the Rising Sun Viewpoint. You get a great reflection of the mountains in the lake.
Leaving park.
So I'm out of the park and I'm out of the heavy traffic, and there's basically nobody here on Highway 89, pretty much all to myself, and I'm thinking, wow, I can get back up to motorcycle speeds, swing around the roads. First thing I see is they say it's a very, very rough road warning sign, and then they have a motorcycle advisory. Motorcycles beware, seek alternative routes. And so yeah, seems like the road is in rough shape all right. They also said with some of the repairs there could be dirt instead of asphalt, so I guess we'll see what happens. Well, despite all the warnings, I made it to Eastgate just fine. The only thing was, when I got here, I thought, well, this might be a good place to spend the night. I was certainly tired out after all the sightseeing and touring around, but a lot of other people had the same idea, and everything was full. I checked out a couple of motels, a couple of cabins, and I didn't see a campsite here, but I think there was one and it was full. So yeah, I had to, oh, there's a nice dog. Don't know what it saw there. Anyway, onwards.
Just a little pit stop on the side of the road.
Highway 2 back to West Glacier is also a great road. It would seem even better if I hadn't already gone through the park.
Well, for the night, I made it to Holland Lake. I'll explore the lake maybe later, but I've got my campsite for the night. Still got set up.
Hey, I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next ride.